standard of respect for the country of the United States in itself has fallen so far that they're allowing people to come live here, bring their own country and all that stuff here, and disrespect and burn up the American flag. Let's tune into the video, man. Let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comments below.
All right, we begin the first hour of Fox and Friends with this. This is unbelievable. Anti-Israeli protesters find the Hezbollah flag in front of the New York Stock Exchange. Yes, the terroristic flag located in Lebanon. They're chanting also "Death to America" in a few languages while marching through the streets of various cities in America.
Protesters jamming up traffic for hours.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? If it's a little laggy, oh well. But y'all see this. They're yelling "Death to America" while being in America. They're yelling "Death to America" while being in America. Does that add up to y'all? Does that make sense? That's like me going to Russia and saying "Death to Russia" while burning a Russian flag. You know how quickly they would take me up if I started doing that, John? That doesn't fly in those places. And honestly, it shouldn't fly here. It should not fly here. Well, let's continue.
On the Brooklyn Bridge, some even burning the American flag. Look at that.
Meanwhile, on the other coast in San Francisco, 38 activists were arrested after shutting down the Golden Gate Bridge for almost 5 hours. Another group blocked several sections of the freeway around the Bay Area, brought the city to a grind.
And in Chicago, travelers heading to O'Hare International Airport were forced to drag their luggage down the highway after protesters completely blocked access to main terminal. 54 people were arrested there.
It's unbelievable that this is allowed to happen. I mean, this is a day. Also, it's not even a day in which you could say that there was a bombing of relief workers in Gaza. This is a day in which 24 hours prior, the country of Israel was under attack and was taken out and blocked most of those missiles and rockets by fellow Arab nations led primarily by Israel itself, us about 80. And then you have Jordan and Saudi Arabia also playing a predominant role, as well as Egypt could have even played a role. But yet here in America, somebody's paying all these 20-something-year-olds to take the pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas, pro-Hezbollah side, which is insane if you know the...
Now, how are we going to war against these people and they in our country burning our flag? Seriously. Can we ask ourselves that question, right? How can they be in the United States? We are fighting against them, literally bombing and killing innocent people across thousands of miles away, and then they're in our country. They're in probably their country too, because who knows if they were born here or not. But they're here, and they're saying "Death to America," and they're burning the American flag. You know what? A terrorist attack hasn't happened in a while, but I am not going to be surprised if a terrorist attack happens very soon. I won't be surprised, y'all. I won't be surprised at all.
the ethics and the values that don't exist in their organizations and in their countries, even for Iran.
Why?
What are they even thinking?
Why yesterday? It was tax day, and they did this in honor of tax day. These pro-Palestinian protesters in these cities disrupting the economic logistical hubs in hopes of sending a monetary message across our country. That's why Senators Marsha Blackburn and Tom Tillis have introduced this law to make it a federal crime to purposely obstruct public roads and highways. It's called the Safe and Open Streets Act.
Good for them. And we're going to talk to Speaker Mike Johnson about that coming up. What's interesting, though, is, you know, and I think one of those screens shows the Golden Gate Bridge. 5 hours. They sat there for 5 hours, and the cops just looked at them. It is ridiculous. If somebody is blocking a road, just imagine, okay, there's the Golden Gate Bridge. Complete ground to a halt for 5 hours. How many people were in ambulances who had to go through areas where these
Or go
people
to work, or pick up their kids.
Right. How many people on the pro-Palestinian side missed meetings or flights, and they are angry at what happened? They can understand it, but at the same time, it kind of backfired for people like that. So it took 5 hours to get them off the bridge. Meanwhile, down in Florida, by contrast, Florida traffic was stopped 15 minutes in downtown Tampa.
So sad.
Yeah, I know it. In Miami, some protesters were dragged off the streets by cops. On X, people in Florida said people who block traffic should be arrested. And also on X, somebody said, this is why Jesus invented tasers.
So I got a message.
This is why Jesus invented the prison system. This is why Jesus invented law and order. So things could be in order. Nothing is in order in the United States anymore. Everything's all over the place. It's so chaotic. It's so chaotic over here. People, I could see why people are like, yeah, we don't respect the United States anymore. It's a melting pot. It's a melting pot. Everything is in here. You can literally get everything. I'm surprised they don't have legal prostitution over here. I'm surprised that's still a crime. I'm surprised that's still a crime. They can bring everything else here, but that's not a crime. They can bring all the drugs here. They can bring all the illegals here. They can bring all the guns here and everything they can bring here, but not that. They can bring our enemies, people who want to actually see America get burned down to the ground. They can bring it here, and they're free to live here, and they're free to protest and burn up the flag as a result of it. Let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comments, man. I really would like to know.
Florida knows how to do it.
I got a message from a friend yesterday. He's a broker in Lower Manhattan, a Democrat, one of the people that said he would never vote for Donald Trump. And he texted me yesterday, and he said it was a college-age girl, and she said to him, all Jews should die. Guys, this is not the first protest where we've seen this. There were pro-Hamas flags right after the October.
It looked like we struggle streaming a little bit, but we're gonna bring it back. Did y'all just hear that? Did a woman just say, "Death to all Jews"? This is what the world is coming to, y'all. They saying we don't care about y'all anti-Semite stuff. Death to all Jews. That's how they feel. And it's allowed. This is not considered hate speech. I thought this was considered hate speech. But it's freedom of speech, right? That is crazy. Crazy for someone to actually be up, for a group of people to be up in New York City on a Monday saying death to America and all Jews should die. Am I the only one that think this is off, or let's continue, man.
Pro-Hamas flags right after the October 7th attack, and we know this because I went down there and covered it. They have been very clear on what they believe. Now, there is a segment of the people, the organizers are all pro-Hamas, but there are some kids there that are anti-American. They have been indoctrinated by the college professors, and I'm wondering, where are the parents that are paying for these? Do you know what your kids are doing out here? They don't like the country anymore. They hate Jews. There has to be a standard in America. And Brian, from my perspective, we're just itching for an attack. We have homegrown people that hate our country, and we're allowing them to be embedded within the program.
I want to hear these guys debriefed. I want to find out who's paying them.
That's literally what I just said. That's literally what I just said. He hit it on the money. I hit it on the money. There is going to be another attack on the country, and I will not be surprised. Honestly, it's a melting pot in here. People are like, oh, why are so much people so mad about migrants coming in? Why are people so upset about the border being down? Why are people so upset? Because of 9/11? Because of a whole lot of reasons? Not only 9/11, we got people that we are literally going to war against are here, and they cannot be taken aback. They cannot be detained because of it. They have rights. They have rights. And this is the craziest part about it. When they're ready to say it's time to go meet whoever my creator is, their creator is, and they decide to strap a bomb to them chests and go and walk into another mall or a large gathering, and we hear over 100 people are dead because of terrorism attack, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I'm all about migrants. I'm all about freedom of speech. I'm all about equality. I'm all about love, peace, happiness. But what we are seeing is a disaster waiting to happen. It's literally a disaster waiting to happen. But let's finish off this video.
Obviously, they have no jobs. They're not in school. And they can feel as though they can block these roadways at 12. They're organizing. They have this chants. We saw in Chicago, they were going over how to say these chants in Farsi. So how you could ever take Iran's side in America when they've been the enemy of this country since 1979. The people of Iran hate their government, yet we like the Iranian government.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And
listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the people that we're about to see. That don't care that you got to go to your job next day. Clearly, those are the people that are going to blow up the city. They're going to blow up the city. Let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments below. I think that we're definitely looking at a terrorist attack gonna happen soon. It's gonna happen soon. I don't pray for it, obviously, but I mean, if you just look at this from a normal sense, your enemy is laying in your bed, and you're letting him lay in your bed or her lay in your bed, and you're not doing nothing about it. You know that they're your enemy, and they done already pooped on your bed. They pissed all over your sheets, on your side of the sheets, and they saying, you know what, you cleaned it up. You clean it up, and I'm still gonna be here, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's exactly how that came off to me. But let me know how it felt. Let me know how you guys felt about it. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership.